Welcome to thakTECH.gaming, where we're playing some Thea the Gathering and Thea the Awakening. I've probably been saying it wrong the whole time. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take on these Hungry and Living since the last batch we tried to kill wasn't enough. So we gotta keep killing them while they keep showing up. All right, so let's see here. I only get to play one, so go ahead and play my high defense. Okay, so it's 6 damage. I'm going to go ahead and play Apollonia, and then I'm going to play Shield Ally. No, I'm going to Shield Ally 10 there, because he wasn't as powerful. And then I'm going to play her, get closer, and then Shield Ally there, and then put him in, and then him at the very end, because he's taking a little bit of damage. And you can see that there is, it's really, I really like the combat mechanics in this game. They're pretty crazy, pretty interesting. So let's attack the third stack in a row. So obviously that's a spawn point, and it just keeps spawning more and more and more people. So I have a first action that I can play. So if I save this character, I can play her and then put first action her to the very front, meaning that she can kill this guy. So I want to put someone else in between so that shields from the other side. Also, this character doesn't have any shielding. So if I want to do, I could do a get closer and then do a shield ally here. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a get closer. And then I will do a shield ally. And then I will do a 27 attack. And then I'll do a first action. So she will kill him. He won't be able to kill, and she won't be able to kill, but they're not going to be able to get through her armor. I'm going to go ahead and put him up front because he has lots of armor / health, even though he has one more shielding. So I'll put him like this. Now, he's not even going to be able to attack the first turn, so you can see that just the idea of having just tons of people is a there's definitely an advantage to being able to surround your opponent. So that's 2-4, 2-3. Those are really crappy shields. That's the 3-5. Now, piercing attacks are very interesting. They definitely are different. This is 15 damage. This is 15 damage. Do they all have? No, 15. Okay, so this is a 7-5. Now, so this right here, it's the same amount of damage, but it also does poison. So he's not going to have shielding. He also doesn't have a lot of armor. 25 armor. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to give her the piercing. I'm going to move this to him. And the reason is because my warriors, that's a 3-5. This is a two-handed weapon, and warriors can wield a two-handed sword in one hand, which is obviously very awesome. So 3-5, 3-5. Let's see. 3-5. So he's got 10 shielding now. He only does 7 damage, so he doesn't do nearly as much damage, but he's a lot more resilient. I don't have as much raw damage output as I did before, but I think I'm going to be happier with that. Okay, you're still hanging out. Okay, so now we can in turn. See what happens. Okay, still waiting on making stuff. Crafting wise, okay, so you're going to make the gathering tools in one turn, so we're going to pull these guys down. So one turn. So all these guys are going to go ahead and drop all the way down to the bottom. Crafting tools, again, I'm not going to do that. Clothes, let's go ahead and see what we can do clothes-wise. Okay. Scaled leather, and let's It's going to give us a reptile vest, which is an armor of 4, which is not that awesome. Armor of 4, 10, 12. The good thing about the scaled is it's going to give us 12 research points. That's only 10. Let's go ahead and do that, just because having the research points is going to be important. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just move those to the bottom, or the reptile vest to the bottom. We'll see what we can get. The clothes here, we're not going to have much option, because yeah, we don't have enough to be able to make. Yep, it's been kind of a rough start. Let's see what we can do here. Pasture, we got this, and vegetables and wood. So that's going to give us attract human and add food. This is important to be able to do. The sandstone is really good for stuff like this. Clay is even better. But this would give us meat every turn, which is important to be able to get some of the stuff. Plus, it gives us a benefit from what's his face, Theodore, helping us out. So we can, if I just put him on it, he can get it in 3 turns by himself. So we're going to go ahead and try for that. And then the rest of this will just kind of follow through. So with that, let's go ahead and send these guys up here. Take on another one of these. Let's auto resolve. Yep. See, she got hurt. So yeah, even right now, it's somehow the AI is able to make it suck. So let's see here. 2 4 3 4 2 3. Okay. That's a 1 4 3 5 3 5. Yep, that's still going to be better. Okay, so we wiped out that stuff. What else is around here? Just, oh yeah, we were going to go in after that clay. Go ahead and head up that way. Now, camp, gather. 2 turns, come on. Can't quite do it. Can't quite do it in 1. So let's, okay. Begin combat. Okay, so we got a couple people. Well, it looks like he's taking 2 points of damage. So let's go ahead and stick him up front. Okay, now what I want to show you here, this piercing damage means that I get to put it in front of whatever the last card was if it's an enemy card. If I was to play this card, and my character was standing here, if I play this, it's not going to do this magical thing. But basically what this does is allows you to move forward 1 slot in the attack order, which is like super cool. It means that without having to pay a first action or anything, I can get her at least 1 level forward. So I can do this, and notice that she not only does she move forward, she also does like half damage to this character, which is amazing. So basically, she's going to be able to kill one of these 2, which is straightforward awesome. So she does not, however, have any sort of shielding, so that kind of sucks. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and shield her for now. He'll play his last card, and then I still have a first action I can play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Apollonia, then I'm going to play first action, put her up front, so she's going to be blocked by this guy's shield. Even though she doesn't have a shield, it won't matter. She'll be able to do 23 damage. He'll be able to do 16 damage, so they'll both kill this one. She'll kill him, and then this guy that's confused won't be able to attack until next turn anyway. So it's not as big of a deal. But we are going to go ahead and have him get closer and then put him at the end so that he's protected from the attack. So again, he's going to be able to not attack because all 3 of these killed theirs and then they're able to wipe out the next guy. So it's a pretty cool deal. Okay. So where are we at? Still have any food? Yes, we have food. Okay. Okay, mushroom soup. Okay, so she'll finish that, he'll finish that, and then start working on this one, which is good. Construction, 2 turns. Okay, looks like we've got people coming at us here, which is unfortunate. How are you doing in production? Clay, 1 turn. I think I can get 2 batches of it, which is important. Okay, I am going to go ahead and spend the research on construction, and I'm going to do a well, because the well gives you random stuff, and random stuff is pretty awesome. Because you can just literally get anything and eventually get all kinds of cool stuff. So, okay, so we're going to do 1 more turn there. Malicious spider. Now, these are not my combatants, so I do not want this character who only has 8 health and 2 attack in this stack. So we're going to reshuffle and see if I can... Nope, that was bad. Okay. Okay, so the good news is they don't do a lot of damage. So you're going to go ahead and come in, and then you are going to come in, and hopefully this is dead and that's dead. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's see here. You're going to get closer because you have the guard, and then you cannot first action anyone, so you'll just get closer. Okay, now that's unfortunate. Well, no, because she'll be able to attack, which will kill this one, because she can attack first turn. She can't. Yep, so now we're good. I always have to remember that first doesn't happen that way. Okay, so that one didn't attack this turn, which is good. All right, and we still get another batch this next turn. 4 turns on that, 1 turn on that. Okay, so we got our building, so he gives us some free stuff. Dragon Bone's really awesome, and then gold is, or sorry, Topaz is really good as well. 2 and 2, which is good. And that's our pasture. So the pasture now, if we go to village overview, pasture grants meat each turn. So now if I look at my clay, I got 20 clay now total, and then I get 1 meat from the pasture, which is not amazing, but it's better than nothing, and it literally just continuously provides every turn. So let's look at this. What's our production? In 1 turn, we're going to get another thing of clay, which is awesome because we're going to need a bunch of clay eventually. So let's go ahead and keep that coming. Okay. So we're out of food, basically. So how are we doing? We could get another one. Let's see here. So let's look at this. So Pekaslava sucks. Okay. And that's probably because you get 1 gathering as opposed to 4 gathering. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give her the good gathering. So what I want to do is take Pekaslava and, oops, this stuff, take it with her, along with a bunch of food. Okay, I think that means that they got hurt a little bit. So she's going to come in here, and now manage supplies. Got that stuff. Okay, how are you guys doing production-wise? I'm getting it every turn now. We're at 40. Okay, who doesn't have supplies? Okay, didn't have any wood. So are these guys hurt? Nope, they're all okay. All right, because sometimes you got to worry about them actually getting hurt from not having stuff going. Okay, so yeah, we knew about that. Okay, crafting wise, you're good. Okay, so you built the pasture. Okay, that makes sense. So you can come in here and help with that. Now we can go back to cooked meals and we can look at just making some kind of random stuff and seeing what, if any of this stuff actually gives us any research points. I think the answer is no, but you gotta try various things. Duck and plum sauce, that's one we haven't made yet. So let's do that. And we're gonna make as many of those as we can, and then we will do some herbs. Meat stew, okay. Now gathering wise, are we gathering wood? Yes, we're gonna have some more wood this next turn. We're gonna get that every time. So we should be good. Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and break this expedition. We're going to move here. Fight these guys. Okay. And let's see here. 16 is pretty good with a decent defense. I want to see what they look like. Okay, they're not doing any damage, so I'm not too worried about it. So I've got 3 first actions, which is fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and get closer. Then I'm going to play him. And first action him. First action. First action. So they should all die. Yep. So that's good. And got vine up there. It's funny, I don't need that many vines. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and camp. Gather. It's just almost. Oh, wait a second. 3, 3. Okay. Who's the next one? Three, 4. Okay, let's see here. 3, 5. 4, 5. Go ahead, just give him that. 3, 4. Yeah, all that stuff is crap. But the gathering, I can get it in 1 turn. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now I can come get this in 1 turn. I can get 10 of it at least. So I leveled up. I got some strength on these, which on these guys is really good. Health, again, subpar. Got an extra crafting, which is good. Speech is useful in certain circumstances. And with that, we will head back to town. Let's check our supplies here, make sure we've got enough food. Unfortunately, that 1 extra movement, I should have, if I would have activated it right in time, I would have been able to move that 1 extra space into town. So that sucks. Okay, so now we're going to move back in here. Going to drop off all of our goodies. A lot of times it's easier to just do it like this because then you can see what you have left. So in this case, I am going to take that back. Take just 10 of those. This stuff is all cooked. Now all this stuff is kind of garbage, but I need to take that one. Okay. equipment. So now we're going to see 11, 3, 4, and 2. So 4 and 2 is garbage, but it's better than, say, this, which is nothing. So let's see here. Let's see what our inventory looks like. Oops, let's do equipment for Ostoya. So you literally can't hold anything. Okay, so 75. You might be able to handle 2, 4, 3, 4. Yep, so you can do that. Let's do that. Okay, and then you've got a 3, 4, and a 1, 4. Better than a kick in the head. All right, and then you can't hold that. 98, yep. Is that, okay, let's do this. Yep, because that gives us the shielding. Because I can't do 3, because if I could do, I mean, the amount of weight, this is 80 and 120, so that's 200 pounds worth of that stuff, so that's not a thing. So now I can go to inventory and just look at the equipable stuff and get rid of some of the stuff that's like a shield that's 2, 4. It's kind of crappy. 3, 4, that's a 2, 3. That's garbage. Wooden iron, but it's blunt. Like I said, I never use that. And then this is bad quality. So anything that's bad quality, I pretty much just get rid of. Wood and dark wood. Iron and quartz. Iron and quartz are both really good. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. That's some good equipment. So now, if we go to construction, you can see that the second thing we need, which is like this or the vine, because the vine can play in for string. So we ought to go get a bunch of vine because this is what you want for that. So anyway, that will do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.